Welcome to this video. In this video we will learn about measures of dispersions. So in the previous video we learned about what are the methods of measures of dispersion. It means in this video we will learn about quartile deviation, and this is from individual series. Now but before starting the topic we need to understand why we are calculating dispersion. Because there is one limitation in the mean. While we are calculating mean, we are ignoring the extreme values, because the effect of extreme values can be seen on the value of mean. That is why dispersion is calculated or deviation is calculated. So now coming on to the topic, that individual series quartile deviation. So the first step, we will write the formula. Formula is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Here quartile deviation means QD. So now for example, what we are doing now, the first step is to arrange this individual series in ascending order. So after the arrangement, first number comes as 12, so you have to write 12. Then the second is greater than 12, that is 15, so you have to write 15 here. Then the third is 20, you can write 20. After that 28 is the fourth number. Then 30, then 40, and the last one is 50. So this is the series arranged in the ascending order. Now we have to calculate Q3 and Q1. So what is the formula for Q1? That is n plus 1 divided by 4. Here why we are dividing 4? Because we are calculating quarters. It means, for example, if there is 100% some amount of data, suppose this is the line of 100%, we need to divide into 4 parts. So this is Q1, this is Q2, this is Q3, and this is Q4. So that is why we have to divide. On the denominator side we have to mention 4. Here in individual series you just have to calculate the total number, that is n. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It means Q1 is 7 plus 1 divided by 4. It means the answer comes out as 8 by 4, that is 2. So answer is 2, means the value of Q1 is a second figure, that is 1 and 2. So this is your Q1. We can write it with a different marker. This is your Q1. Now we have to calculate Q2. We have to calculate Q3, because Q2 is also known as median. That is why we are not calculating median. Q3, here the same formula, 3 n plus 1 divided by 4. Why we are multiplying this 3? Because we are calculating the third quarter, that is Q3. Now if we are putting the figures in the formula, that is 3, 7 plus 1 divided by 4. So here 8, that is 3 into 8 divided by 4, that is 24 divided by 4, that is obtained is 6. The number is 6. So now the Q3 value is the sixth item, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 40 is the value for Q3. Now after rubbing this part, because we have to now calculate quartile deviation. So we have the value of Q3 and the Q1, that is the demand for the formula Q3 and the Q1. So we just put into the formula, that is QD is equals to Q3, the value of Q3 is 40 minus the value of Q1, value of Q1 is 15, and divided by 2. So here quartile deviation will come as, that is 25 divided by 2 is equals to 12.5. 12.5 is your quartile deviation. Now we have to calculate what coefficient of quartile deviation. Coefficient of quartile deviation. The formula for coefficient of quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. If we put these values in the figure, We can do it here. So Q3 minus Q1, it means 40 minus 15 divided by Q3 plus Q1. It means 40 plus 15. With the help of calculator, we can do this. So that is 25 divided by 55. So 25 divided by 55. The coefficient of quartile deviation is 0.45. That's the answer. So this is the coefficient of quartile deviation. And the quartile deviation, the value is 12.5. That's it for this video. Please share this video to your classmates or any other students who is in need of this statistical videos. And please subscribe this channel for continued update. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.